Oh, you guys. Yeah, I'm at my mom's, tending to her for it's Monday. Uh, about 8:30 in the morning, somewhere in there, and I'm just hanging out back. Let the dog out, and I am going to do a review on a motion detecting camera I got sent to me to review for the channel, which I think will be a good piece of arsenal for my video making. It may help, may not. I don't know. We're going to go through it. But hang around and we'll talk more about what it is. Out of Pennsylvania run, grease and sparkling, old crimes, hard tune, ringing classics back to jingle. Crossings and Spitfire roll, every bolt and another story. Rain repair, he'll restore it and sweat the daily glory. Lost bits garage the name, engine roars and metal flames, turning rust into the bay. Okay, I got this sent to me to do a review on it, and you've been seeing these on different social medias on how to videotape or with motion without you having a second person there to follow you around. This is the P02 auto facing tracking system. You can get them on Amazon, anywhere like that. They're right around anywhere, 15, 20 bucks, something like that. But I already got it out of the box. I got it here on the table, and I'm going to turn you guys around, kind of face you on down toward it, and kind of give you my thoughts of the way it's manufactured, built, and then we're going to get into connection to your phone and how this thing works, and maybe even how and when you would need this. Here is everything that comes in the box. I did unwrap it. This is wrapped in like a plastic bag type, but you get a base so that you can screw it into the bottom for a desktop stand. I would be careful because when this thing rotates, this bottom is what turns, and if you screw that in and you turn that bottom too much, you may strip out the gears. This thing does have a little bit of weight to it. It does, the body of it does feel substantial. It's, what do you expect, something from China, but so I'm just going to hold on to there and turn this onto the base just so that it's just barely snug, and that will keep it from toppling over, I guess. I don't know. They do sell a tripod. It's a selfie stick tripod. I can show you what mine looks like. It's kind of what they sell. I'm going to say that this is a bit heavy for some of those selfie stick tripod deals. That the further you stretch the selfie stick out, it's going to be top heavy. So I would suggest, if you're going to use a tripod, use a 3-legged standard tripod. Unless you're going to use your, we'll test with mine, see how well it works. But I feel it's not going to be the greatest. But let's get back into it. It comes with USB-C cord for charging, which is maybe 6 inches long. You know what to do with that. throw it away. Get a longer one. But it does have the directions in English and Chinese, or I don't know. Can't read any of that crap. But it goes through and tells you, your interface, how to connect to your phone, which this unit here does not connect to your phone. It automatically recognizes a person's face. It does have settings on top, which is your power button, your motion to where you want it to do certain actions, certain things, which you put your hand up, it'll stop the tracking, and if you do the OK sign, it starts it again. That, or you can hit this button and it will just do a 360 rotation. So if you want to do a 360 video of your surroundings, yeah, might work. But the remote is what you need to pair it. There's a little tab where it slides into the base, and then it just clicks into place, supposedly right there. This feels kind of chintzy, kind of light. They don't give you a lanyard so you don't lose it, but it does work good on starting and stopping your phone. I tested it with photo and video setting, and it will turn it on and off from a distance. So that's nice. But like I said, it does have a battery in it, but you can't get into it unless you pull that little screw. Okay, whatever. But I will probably test this when I do the initial run, just show you how it works. But would have set it aside. But the directions just are straightforward, telling you everything. And where's the photo of the cheapo tripod? Right there. I feel that it would be too top heavy. But we're going to slide that off to the side too. Back to this. The way this is set up is that you got to roll this up into place, and that, it just feels like you're gonna break it. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like the construction of it. Let me try to get the camera up a little bit more. Well, maybe not. Sorry. My selfie stick is kind of wearing out. Okay. But this does feel pretty chintzy, that you may break it. So I guess be careful. You're supposed to be able to turn this any direction you around. It does extend up further. Comes out of the bottom here. We'll get back to that. Look who's at the door. That's my boy's dog. She wants in. Hold on. Okay. What? Go lay down. Go do something. Okay, back to this. This phone cradle folds down to hold your phone. Chintzy. I don't. I mean, if you're not going to use a lot, it may last a long time. I don't know. But it does turn to horizontal and vertical. It extends so you can different width phones, which holds the phone pretty well. And you're supposed to be able to pull this up out of here to leave it attached to your phone, but I don't want to do that because it just feels like it's going to freaking break. Let's see, what do I want to do now? Oh, we'll pull that up just a little bit. That will, oh, see, you order whining, what the hell. It does have the USB-C plug on the side. Power light, you can adjust your lens up and down. So let's power this thing up. I'm going to get my other camera out, my GoPro, so I can show you with my phone in here how well it works. Which right there it's recording. But we'll show you, that's my selfie stick. I got it rigged up for my GoPro because I don't have my GoPro mounts. But it's a cheapo. I think I got it at Walmart or something. But this, I'll show you this phone bracket. It's aftermarket with a cheap plastic. I'll show you more about that here in a bit. But we are going to just set the remote down to the side. And let's go. Turn the thing on. Maybe got to hold it. Okay. There it is. Okay, yeah, you got to press and hold. And then we'll get up. Walk away. So it's trying to follow me. I don't have it set just perfectly right to where got some glare from the overhead light. So it will follow you. I don't know about the jitteriness of whenever it is. So if I move around, see how it's not smooth, it's not fluid, but it will, I move and it'll just jerk and jerk. I don't know if I like that, let's see. But if you keep moving it smooth, yeah, it's constant when you keep moving. So you gotta keep that in mind. You see the green light's on, so if I put my hand up, it turns red. You see the green light's on, so if I put my hand up, it turned red. So now it does not follow me. See? It does not follow me. But do the OK sign, and it goes back green. I'll set this back up again so you can watch the camera itself. And hopefully it will see me. Yeah, it will. So I'll just walk into the kitchen. See, it lost me. There. I don't have the lens facing correctly. Not too bad. But we'll do the stop sign. See how it went red? And it will not follow me. But it still records because I'm using you use the remote to turn the phone on, and then you give the OK sign. It starts following. So we'll stop it, and I will change this up. So I will hit the remote to stop recording on the phone, and I say, and it caught it, so that works good. Okay, let's try and put it on my tripod. See how well it works with it. I'm kind of skeptical. Okay, this is my setup here. Tripod, it extends. I do have a adjustable rig on it, so I can pivot it and to pan up and down. But this outer holder, I have the inner holder because the camera is too small for this holder. So let's see, how can I do this without buggering something up? We'll pull the camera out. Did I stop recording on it? Yep. But this one has a adjusting knob to where you can, these are those cheap phone holder clamps I have in my kit. This phone holder is multi-function. They'll call back. You adjust it up and down for different lengths by this knob. It has a level on the top, so you can tell if you're level. It has a connection for if you want to hook this to like a microphone. It slides in and out, clips in and out. 1/4 so if you want to put a different microphone or something on. Let's turn it sideways. Hot shoe adapter down here, toe. V clamp, I can't remember what they call that. 1/4 so you can mount it that way. That's the way I usually mount it, but I had to do it this way. But you can adapt. That's the thing. You get different pieces and parts. You can adapt what you need. It's like I did different clamps and etc. in there. But let's see. I'm going to get this off of here, and we'll mount that on top of here and see how well it works. All right, I don't have another tripod to hold this camera on to show you this, so I'm going to try my best, but may have to put you down for a second or two so I can adjust it. But I got it mounted. I took the base off, got it mounted on top of my selfie stick tripod, which will be okay, but I don't think I think it's gonna be top heavy. But I'll shake you down here, maybe get you a little popping, and we'll stretch it on up. Okay, I have it stretched up about 3 feet off the table. It is very top heavy. Wobbles, just the slightest touch. It wobbles. And if you had this outside, oh yeah, it's going to tip over. It's going to break. I can guarantee that mount, where it mounts the phone to it, will break. But it does, on this one it does work. I want to extend it. I can go another 3, maybe another 2 feet or so. But I would suggest to use a standard tripod if you're going to mount this on a tripod. But as for the product itself, this part, the bottom section, houses the motor and the camera that tracks you. I feel it's built very well. But from there up, for the phone mount, the clamp, no, cheap. If they had a way to where you can change that out and put a different mount, such as the one I showed you on for my phone, which is durable, very durable. You ain't going with these cheap bastards, like this. These break all the time. Those, I can guarantee, will break. Even the cheaper ones you buy, yeah, they're throwaway. So I've gone through so many of them. But I'd be worried about this breaking. I really would. Unless you only use it for one specific thing, for shooting video. Keep it mounted on a tripod. Pull it out, or protect it or whatever. But you definitely don't want to put it on a selfie stick like they show right there. Selfie stick. You're crazy. It's gonna fall over and break. But hey, is it a gimmick? Yeah, well, I give it for usage, for video footage, I give it an 8 out of 10. But for quality, I give it a 5, 4.5, 5 out of 10. This cord, useless. Doesn't, yeah. But the remote, definitely worth it, because then you don't have to go over and tap on your phone to start your recording. You got it right there. Just click it and put it in your pocket until you're done recording, and pull it back out and shut it off, and then you trim all that in post. But like I said, they're 15, 20 bucks or so. I'd say it's worth it. Okay, well, there you go. If you like the review on this thing, you'll see some of this being utilized in some of my videos, probably in the garage or whatever. I'll put a link down to Amazon for the product down below. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and go grab yourself one. They're pretty reasonably priced. Like I said, I don't think it's really a gimmick, but it will definitely step up your game on your footage, your videos. But, hey, we'll see. But hey, if you made it this far, thank you. I do appreciate you. If you're new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It'll help me out. Give it a thumbs up. That'll help me out. Leave a comment. I try to reply to all my comments. And it's a good way for me to find your channel too. If I like your stuff, you get a subscriber. Yep, that's the way it works. Share it on out. If you know somebody looking for something like this, share the video. That helps out the algorithm. All this helps the algorithm out to tell it to push the video out to other viewers. My phone, every damn time. So, yeah, scammers. I do thank you. I do appreciate you. And hey, why don't you go look at this video? It'll help me out too. Watch more of my stuff. But we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.